When you hear the word danger, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? For many, it is fear. It is the thought of harm, the possibility of losing something valuable, the chance that life may shift in an unpredictable way. But let me remind you, the meaning of danger is not to paralyze you. It is not to make you hide. It is not to lock you away. Danger is not a prison. Danger is a mirror. And this is something most people never realize. They see the sign, they feel the warning, and instead of using it as a chance to look within, they treat it like a chain that ties them down. But I tell you, if you truly understand what danger represents, you will see it as one of the greatest teachers in your life. Danger is a mirror because it reflects back to you your true condition, the hidden aspects of yourself that you may have ignored, denied, or pushed aside. When life is easy, when the road is smooth, you have no reason to check yourself. You can move without awareness. You can continue living in illusion. But when danger appears suddenly, you are forced to look directly at who you are, at what you are carrying inside, at whether you are strong or weak, prepared or unprepared, awake or asleep. And this is why danger is never your enemy. It is a messenger. It reveals to you exactly where you stand in this very moment of life. Think of a soldier walking onto a battlefield. In training, he may feel confident. He may feel strong. He may imagine himself fearless. But it is only when the bullets fly, only when the ground shakes, only when danger is real, that the soldier knows the truth about himself. Is his courage authentic or only imagined? Is his discipline solid or fragile? Is his mind clear or clouded with fear? In that moment of danger, there is no mask. There is no pretense. The mirror of danger reveals his essence. And the same is true for all of us in life. You may believe you are patient, but only danger shows you whether you can remain calm when the world is collapsing around you. You may believe you are compassionate, but only danger shows you if you can still care for others when survival instinct tells you to think only of yourself. You may believe you are wise, but only danger shows you whether your wisdom holds up under pressure or whether it crumbles when tested. This is why danger is not a prison. A prison keeps you locked in. A prison takes away your freedom. But danger gives you a chance to break free from illusions. It sets you face to face with truth. It forces you to confront the places within yourself where you are weak, the parts of your mind that still need growth, the shadows you have refused to acknowledge. And once you see them, you are given a choice: remain the same or rise above. That is the gift of danger. When people misunderstand danger, they freeze. They close their eyes. They hope it goes away. They treat it as punishment, as if God has placed them in chains. But that is not the reality. The dangerous condition is not meant to lock you down. It is meant to wake you up. You are not meant to cower inside it. You are meant to reflect within it. And the mirror never lies. If you look into it deeply, you will discover both your weaknesses and your strengths. You will see that the fear you carry is also the key to your courage. You will see that the uncertainty you face is also the seed of your resilience. You will see that what feels like threat is also a sacred invitation to grow. Danger shows you the raw truth of yourself. When you stand on the edge of uncertainty, stripped of all your comforts, you cannot pretend anymore. Your character is revealed. Your priorities become clear. The things that do not matter fall away, and the things that truly matter rise to the surface. How many times have people only realized the value of their loved ones, their health, their time, when danger threatened to take it all away? How many times have people only discovered their true strength when they were thrown into a dangerous condition they never asked for but could not avoid? Danger awakens the sleeping parts of the soul. It pushes you into clarity, and clarity is freedom. You must understand this. If you see danger only as a prison, you will feel trapped, powerless, and afraid. But if you see danger as a mirror, you will use it as a tool to see yourself clearly, to refine yourself, to evolve. What is a mirror? It does not hide anything. It does not lie. It shows you exactly what is in front of it. And though sometimes you may not like what you see, the mirror is the only way to correct what is wrong. In the same way, danger is often uncomfortable. It exposes your weaknesses. But without this exposure, how would you ever know what to strengthen? Without this reflection, how would you ever grow into the version of yourself that life is asking you to become? Think about the great masters, the warriors, the monks, the leaders who have left behind legacies. None of them became who they were in times of comfort. Their strength, their wisdom, their presence was forged in the fire of danger. When life pushed them into storms, they used the storm as a mirror. They studied their own reactions. They confronted their own fears. They disciplined their own impulses. And by doing so, they became stronger, freer, clearer. If they had run away, if they had treated danger as a prison, they would have remained ordinary. But because they embraced danger as a mirror, they transcended themselves. So ask yourself the next time danger appears in your life, what will you do? Will you see it as a chain that limits you, or as a mirror that reveals you? When fear rises, will you collapse under it, or will you use it as proof that courage must be built? When uncertainty shakes your ground, will you hide in paralysis, or will you see it as the reminder that only awareness can protect you? The choice is always yours. Do not misunderstand me. I am not saying you should run blindly into danger. Wisdom is not about seeking unnecessary harm. But when danger comes, as it always does in some form, you must not waste the opportunity. Life is not punishing you. Life is teaching you. God does not show you the sign to scare you. God shows you the sign so you can reflect, so you can change, so you can rise. Imagine a diamond. Before it becomes brilliant, it is only a piece of coal. The coal has no shine, no beauty. But when immense pressure is applied, when heat and danger surround it, the coal transforms. That pressure is the mirror that reveals what was hidden inside all along. The diamond was always there, but it could not emerge without danger. And you are the same. You may feel ordinary now, but inside you is brilliance, inside you is resilience, inside you is a greatness that cannot be seen until danger presses upon you. If you avoid every challenge, if you run from every sign of danger, you will never discover the diamond within yourself. The dangerous condition is not a curse. It is a call. It is the universe saying, look deeper. Do not sleep. Do not waste this moment. Most people ignore the call. They only complain. They say, why me? Why now? They pray for the danger to disappear instead of asking, what is this moment trying to show me? What truth about myself is being reflected here? If you can shift this one perspective, your entire life changes. Because then, no matter what happens, you remain free. No chain can hold you if you understand that danger is only a mirror. And so, when God says, if this sign shows today you are in dangerous condition, listen carefully. Do not panic. Do not see it as the end. See it as the mirror being placed in front of your soul. Ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? What must I learn? What part of me must grow stronger? If you respond in this way, you will not only survive the danger, you will transcend it. You will leave it behind as a more awakened being. Danger is not here to imprison you. It is here to awaken you. And if you understand this truth deeply, then every sign you see, every challenge you face, every storm that comes your way will not destroy you. It will reveal you. And in that revelation, you will find freedom. Every sign you encounter in life, whether you call it coincidence, chance, or destiny, is not random. It is a call to awareness. And yet, how many people walk through life asleep? They repeat the same thoughts, the same actions, the same habits every day, believing they are awake, when in truth, they are moving through existence like dreamers who have never opened their eyes. When a sign comes, when life presents you with something unusual, something that shakes you, something that feels like danger, It is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you. Awareness begins not when everything is comfortable, but when something disturbs your comfort. Imagine you are walking on a path at night, and suddenly a lantern lights up in the darkness. That lantern is the sign. It is saying, open your eyes, do not continue blindly. There is something here to notice. But the tragedy is that most people do not look. They pass the lantern without awareness. They think it is nothing. They call it luck. They call it accident. They call it misfortune. But they never stop to truly see. And when you fail to see, you remain asleep. An unconscious life is the most dangerous condition of all, because you move through existence without knowing where you are going, without realizing what you are becoming, without recognizing what is being asked of you. When God places a sign before you, He is not doing so to punish you. He is not saying, be afraid. He is saying, awaken. The sign is a bell ringing in the silence of your sleep. It is the universe whispering, do not miss this moment. And awareness is always the answer. To live without awareness is to stumble in darkness. To live with awareness is to move with clarity, with presence, with understanding. Awareness is the shield that protects you, the compass that guides you, the light that reveals the truth in front of you. But what is awareness? It is not simply seeing with your eyes or hearing with your ears. It is the deeper act of presence. To be aware is to be fully in the now, fully connected to what is happening, both outside and inside. It means you are not lost in thought, not trapped in yesterday, not anxious about tomorrow. It means you are able to notice the sign when it appears, because you are awake enough to receive it. Awareness is the art of being alive. And every sign you encounter is calling you to practice it. Think about the times in your life when you ignored the signs. You felt something was wrong, but you silenced the voice inside. You saw the red flag, but you continued forward anyway. You felt the storm approaching, but you distracted yourself with noise. And eventually, the situation grew worse, the consequences heavier, until you could no longer avoid it. That is what happens when you ignore the call to awareness. The sign comes gently at first, like a whisper. If you ignore it, it comes louder, like a shout. If you still ignore it, it becomes a storm that forces you to stop. Awareness saves you from the storm, because you learn to hear the whisper. The danger of ignoring signs is that you remain unconscious. And when you are unconscious, you repeat cycles of suffering without knowing why. You choose the same mistakes, you fall into the same traps, you attract the same pain, because you never saw the sign that was placed to awaken you. But the moment you awaken, the cycle breaks. One moment of true awareness can change the course of your entire life. Awareness is not something you buy. It is not something you wait for. It is something you cultivate. And the signs are your teachers. They appear to remind you to practice. When you are angry, the sign is there to remind you, are you aware of your anger, or are you lost in it? When you are afraid, the sign is there to remind you, are you aware of your fear, or are you drowning in it? When you face danger, the sign is there to remind you, are you awake, or are you falling into panic? Every situation is a test of awareness. The wise understand that awareness is protection. If you are walking in the forest, fully aware, you see the snake before you step on it. If you are walking unaware, lost in thought, you only notice the snake after it has bitten you. Awareness does not change the fact that snakes exist or that danger is real, but awareness allows you to move skillfully through life, to see before you fall, to notice before you suffer. And this is why every sign is precious, no matter how small. It is life's way of telling you, pay attention, be awake. A God gives you signs because He does not want you to be blind. He wants you to wake up from the dream of automatic living. He wants you to stop living like a machine and start living like a conscious being. The greatest tragedy is not death. The greatest tragedy is to live your entire life asleep, to reach the end and realize you never truly saw, never truly felt, never truly awakened. Awareness is what makes life alive. Without it, years pass like shadows. Moments are wasted like sand slipping through your fingers. With it, even one breath can contain eternity. But awareness requires effort. The natural tendency of the mind is to drift, to wander, to escape into distraction. This is why the signs come. They shake you. They interrupt the dream. They remind you that now is the only place where life happens. Do not wait for tomorrow to awaken, because tomorrow may never come. Do not hope for another chance, because the chance is always here now, in this very breath, in this very step, in this very heartbeat. Awareness begins when you stop postponing your life. Some people see signs and call them miracles. Others see the same signs and call them coincidences. The difference is awareness. When you are aware, you realize nothing is random. Everything carries meaning. Every event, every encounter, every challenge is part of the fabric of your awakening. Even the smallest sign, a bird crossing your path, a sudden word from a stranger, an unexpected delay, can become the spark that awakens you if you are open. But if you are closed, if you are asleep, even the greatest miracle will pass unnoticed. Awareness decides whether you see or remain blind. So when God says, "If this sign shows today, you are in dangerous condition," the real message is wake up. Do not ignore what is being shown to you. Do not dismiss the signal. If you pay attention, the sign protects you. If you remain asleep, the sign becomes danger. Awareness transforms danger into guidance. Sleep turns guidance into disaster. This is the power of awareness. It does not erase the challenges, but it transforms how you meet them. Awareness is not only about external signs. It is also about internal signs. Your body, your mind, your spirit, they are always sending signals. The tension in your chest, the fatigue in your muscles, the heaviness in your thoughts, the restlessness in your heart, these are signs too. Are you listening? When your body whispers, rest, do you ignore it until it shouts through illness? When your spirit whispers, change, do you silence it until it screams through crisis? To live with awareness is to hear the whispers before they become shouts, to honor the signs before they become storms. Every dangerous condition you encounter is an opportunity to sharpen awareness. It is easy to be aware when everything is calm, but the real training is in the storm. When fear rises, awareness says observe, do not drown. When chaos surrounds you, awareness says remain still inside, do not be carried away. When danger is near, awareness says see clearly, act wisely, do not fall into panic. This is why danger is not only a test of strength, it is a training ground for awareness. Awareness is the bridge between survival and transformation. Without awareness, danger crushes you. With awareness, danger refines you. Without awareness, you stumble blindly into suffering. With awareness, you step skillfully into growth. Every sign is the hand of God reaching out, saying, "Wake up, my child. Do not walk asleep." Do not miss the gift hidden in this moment. And when you take that hand, when you awaken, life is no longer something that happens to you. Life becomes something you participate in fully, consciously, with presence. This is why awareness is liberation. The prison of life is unconsciousness. The key that unlocks the prison is awareness. Every sign you see is a key being offered to you. If you ignore it, you remain locked in the same patterns, the same illusions, the same suffering. If you take it, if you awaken, the door opens and you step into freedom. So the next time a sign appears, do not ignore it. Do not call it coincidence. Do not close your eyes. Pause, breathe, reflect. Ask, what is this moment teaching me? What is life asking me to see? Where must I awaken now? And in that pause, in that reflection, awareness is born. And once awareness is born, no danger can imprison you. Because you are awake, you are present, you are free. Transformation does not happen in comfort. It does not happen when the sun is warm, when the path is smooth, when everything is predictable. Transformation happens when the ground beneath you shakes, when danger surrounds you, when life pushes you into a place you never expected to be. This is the truth many try to escape from, yet it is the truth that liberates you. Transformation lives inside danger. Without danger, without challenge, without uncertainty, you remain the same. You repeat yourself. You continue walking in circles. But the moment danger comes, the moment life tests you, the possibility of becoming more than who you were yesterday opens. Look at nature. The seed cannot remain a seed forever. It must be buried in the dark soil, pressed down, broken open, before the sprout can emerge. To the seed, this process feels like danger, like destruction. But inside that breaking is the birth of something greater. The caterpillar cannot become a butterfly without entering the cocoon, without dissolving into formlessness, without facing what seems like the end. To the caterpillar, the cocoon is danger, it is death. But inside that danger is the transformation into flight. You are no different. When danger comes into your life, it is not there to destroy you. It is there to break the shell that holds you, to dissolve the forms you cling to open the path to your higher self. Transformation lives inside danger, and the danger you fear is often the womb of your becoming. Think of your own life. The moments that shaped you most deeply, were they the easy ones? Were they the times of comfort? Or were they the times when everything seemed uncertain, when you were pushed to the edge, when you thought you could not go further but somehow did? Look back honestly, and you will see your strength was not built in leisure. It was forged in struggle. Your wisdom was not born from certainty, it was carved from mistakes and corrections. Your courage did not come from safety, it came from standing in fear and refusing to fall. Every transformation you have ever experienced has lived inside danger. And every transformation you will ever experience will come the same way. But the problem is, many people run from danger. They pray for a life without storms, without tests, without discomfort. They imagine that safety is the ultimate goal. But a life without danger is not safety, it is stagnation. Without pressure, coal never becomes diamond. Without heat, clay never becomes strong pottery. Without fire, metal never becomes a sharp blade. And without danger, you never discover who you truly are meant to become. Running from danger is running from transformation. Avoiding every storm is avoiding your own growth. And so, if you are asking for a life without danger, you are unknowingly asking for a life without awakening. The key is not to seek danger, but to embrace it when it arrives. Because arrive it will, no one can escape it. Sooner or later, life will shake you. It will put you in situations where your mind is tested, your heart is challenged, your spirit is stretched. In those moments, if you run, you miss the transformation. But if you remain, if you face it, if you allow yourself to stand in the fire with awareness, you emerge new, refined, reborn. Transformation lives inside danger. And every time you step into danger with courage, you step closer to the highest version of yourself. Understand this, danger is not only external. It is not only earthquakes, accidents, crises. Danger also lives within. The dangerous condition is often your own fear, your own doubts, your own attachments. These inner dangers are the most powerful because they shape the way you see the world. If you fear failure, every opportunity becomes dangerous. If you cling to control, every change becomes dangerous. If you doubt yourself, every challenge becomes dangerous. But when you face these inner dangers, when you allow them to transform you, you become free. The fear that once controlled you becomes the soil of courage. The doubt that once weakened you becomes the ground of faith. The attachment that once imprisoned you becomes the space of release. Every inner danger contains the possibility of inner transformation, if you are willing to confront it instead of hiding from it. Do not mistake me. Danger feels uncomfortable. Transformation never feels gentle in the moment. It feels like loss, like pressure, like breaking. But remember, the breaking is not destruction, it is rebirth. when you are pushed beyond what you think you can handle. Life is not punishing you, it is expanding you. When you feel like everything is being taken from you, life is not robbing you, it is clearing space for something new. Transformation often feels like danger until it is complete. Only when you look back do you realize that storm was the reason I grew. That trial was the reason I became stronger. That danger was the reason I discovered my true path. The greatest masters have always embraced danger as transformation. Warriors train in difficult conditions, not because they love suffering, but because they know danger sharpens their skill. Monks meditate in silence and isolation, not because it is easy, but because the danger of facing the mind reveals its illusions. Leaders rise through crisis, not because they are spared from danger, but because they meet danger with awareness and allow it to transform them into greater servants of humanity. Without danger, none of them would have become who they were. And the same is true for you. Your transformation is waiting inside the very dangers you want to avoid. So when you see a sign of danger, when God whispers to you, if this sign shows today you are in a dangerous condition, do not only see threat, see invitation. The danger is real, but inside it is the possibility of transformation. Ask yourself, what part of me must change in this moment? What fear must I face? What weakness must I strengthen? What truth must I accept? The danger is not separate from your growth. It is the doorway to it. Walk through that doorway, and you will not be the same person who entered. Transformation is not something you plan. It is something life forces upon you. But whether you resist or accept it decides everything. If you resist, you suffer. You break without growing. If you accept, you suffer too, but the suffering becomes a seed of strength. The difference is awareness. To be aware in danger is to transform. To be asleep in danger is to be crushed. So the choice is always before you. Will you run from danger and remain the same, or will you face it and transform? Life is generous. It will give you many chances. Every time danger comes, it is another chance to awaken. Every time you are shaken, it is another opportunity to rise. Do not waste these moments. Do not curse them. Do not wish them away. Because one day when you look back, you will see clearly. It was not the easy days that shaped me. It was the dangerous days. It was not the smooth paths that transformed me. It was the storms, the fires, the mountains I was forced to climb. Transformation lives inside danger, and the more you embrace this truth, the more fearless you become. When fear no longer controls you, when danger no longer paralyzes you, when you learn to look at every storm and say, "This too is my teacher," then you have understood the secret of growth. You no longer ask for safety. You no longer beg for ease. You welcome the challenges because you know they are the gates to transformation. And this is true freedom. A person who runs from danger is a prisoner of fear. A person who embraces danger as transformation is free, because nothing can stop their growth. So remember this, when God shows you the sign, when life places you in danger, it is not a curse. It is not an accident. It is the invitation to transform. Do not turn away. Do not close your eyes. Step into it with awareness. Let it shape you. Let it refine you. Let it reveal the diamond within you. And when you emerge, you will not only be stronger, you will be new. Transformation lives inside danger, and danger is never the end. It is always the beginning of who you are meant to become.